Well, you don't have to be a Republican, but you cannot be a Democrat. Who was the guy that came up with that? That's good, man. We got to Google that. Here is Tulsi on Rogan, again, explaining how the Democrats are ruining America.
That's the danger of it, is the people in charge of the Democratic Party, whether they actually hold positions or they just are influential in the Democratic Party, have created this cult-like atmosphere and fomented this fear so much so that people who are really in a position to impact this, to stand up against it and say, hold on, guys, this is literally insane and needs to stop. They're too afraid to do so because of what the ramifications will be. The Democratic Party that I joined doesn't exist anymore. The party that was, the party of JFK, of Dr. Martin Luther King, the party of inclusivity, the big tent party that welcomed and encouraged this marketplace of ideas and conversations and people who held different views, the party of, that championed women and equality and the rights of people in our society. That party it doesn't exist anymore. And instead we have a party that's being led by people who have gone insane with this ideological fanaticism. And there are a lot of different issues, a lot of different examples. The whole issue of biology and the trans issue is just one of them. There are so many different others. Parents you don't have a right to raise your kids now. You don't have a right to say what they're being taught in schools now. The state, the government, the teachers' unions, only they have that right and responsibility. They're undermining families. They don't believe in the rule of law. Defund the police, the Supreme Court. We don't agree with them, so they're illegitimate.
Guys, that's the chick that's leaving the party, right? It's like if she was there, like, I think I can turn these guys around. They're listening and they're good, decent people, and I enjoy being with them. Maybe more sane centrists would be going in that direction. But that is not what's happening. Of course, Tulsi is right about all of those things. So she's making a lot of sense. Speaking of sense, we got a little more from her.
Is they don't believe in freedom of speech. They don't believe in freedom of thought. They don't believe in freedom of religion. All they believe in is you've got to buy into whatever they're selling at any given day. And like I said, it's not enough to agree. You've got to go out there. You've got to march in the parade. You've got to carry the sign. You've got to scream and yell. And don't you dare even think about talking to Republicans. Don't even think about working with Republicans, because that directly undermines their authority.
Sound familiar? Sound familiar from some guy that, say, 6-7 years ago was a lefty who kept saying, hey, there's problems here, guys. I'm going to go talk to some Republicans. I'm going to talk to some conservatives and see what they're like. And then it turns out that they're not actually like what the machine wants you to believe that they are like. Does that sound a little bit familiar? Yeah.